Hello everyone, this is Untouched ASMR. I am coming to you from my outdoor patio. I did bring Prince out here too. I'm holding him on a leash because my fence over here is slightly broken, so it tilts away, leaving space. So, you know, if he saw something and he wanted to, he could probably jump through it. There's a chair there that's sort of a boundary, but he is a very strong dog, so I just wanted to put him on the leash just in case. But he's just sitting next to me and laying down, and you know, he just loves the sun, so I figured it would be nice to have him out here. The reason I'm out here is because it is just such a beautiful a beautiful day out here, and I just did not want to. Oh, Marlanta. Oh god, there's a huge bee. Like a huge bumblebee. It's okay, buddy. You wanna go inside? Okay. Alright everyone. I am back. I would love for Prince to come sit out here. When I got a little antsy about, it's like a massive bee. It's huge. It's the size of my thumb. And I know it's harmless. Dang it. Alright, we are going to retry that because obviously I had a little bit of freak out because of the really big bumblebee. But I wanted to be outside because it's just so nice out, and I don't want to pass up the opportunity to get outside and be in the sun while I work, you know, from home, because I don't want to always be stuck in here or just choose to stay in here on the nice days. So I wanted to do my video out there. However, I am very frightened by insects, and there was a few spiders out there, and spiders are the worst of it for me. But also the bumblebee was buzzing around and it was massive. Plus my patio is very small, so if they stay in that perimeter, then it's close quarters with us and the insects. But I wanted to challenge myself to stay out there and do my whole video out there. However, I just know I would be a little too jumpy, especially given the first few minutes of this video so far. So I am just going to sit inside now. And today I really wanted some background sound, so I have the door open so you can hear the cars passing by, you can hear the birds, things like that. And then I also have the dishwasher running in the background. Hopefully nothing is too overly loud, but I thought it could add just a nice touch. But I would have done these things anyhow, but I think it's just a nice thing to hear every once in a while. So I'm going to be over explaining a few items today. I have 3 things for you. Let's start with these beigey brown decorative beads. Now let's look into the specifics. So on the ends of this beaded rope, we do have tassels, and these tassels seem to be made out of rope. Okay, now there are a bunch of thin ropes here, and as you can see, they are a little frayed at the end, so there's nothing that's really holding them all together. It's not bunched or, you know, together at the end. It's just kind of free flowing. And then we have this the length of beads. So I'm going to say that this is about 2.5 feet, if I had to guess. 2.5 to 3 in between there. And as you can see, all of the beads are going to be the same color, and they are this sort of natural wood-like organic looking chestnut, walnut. That's how they look to me. Sort of decorative spheres. Okay, and they are the color of an acorn, I would say. Yeah, they remind me of acorns, nuts, walnuts, things like that nature. And there are small beads as well as large beads, and there is going to be a small bead in between every large bead. So it goes large bead, small bead, large bead, small bead, etc. down the length of the rope. And this makes a very, very cozy sound. And let's see how many balls and spheres are on this rope. 33, okay. Now these are mainly used as a form of decoration. You typically drape these over something or around some other decorations that you have. These look really nice on tables, in baskets, things of that nature. They have these in many different sizes and many different colors, and they have become a popular decoration in the home within the past 5 years or so, I would say. But the sound of these beads all together is very relaxing to me. And you can see in between the spheres, it is going to be the same rope that is used to make the tassel at the end, the fringe at the end here. Okay, now moving on, we are going to move to this Mystic Antidotes Calming Pillow Spray. So, I purchased this probably in high school, so it has been many, many years. I do need to throw it out. It is 100% expired. At the least, yes, it says 18 months expiration. Now, you can use those expiration dates loosely, but I've had this for many years. So, let's read the labels together. I did get this from Marshall's. It was $4.99. It's originally $7 at wherever it is sold. It is lavender and sage scented, relieves stress and promotes harmony. 118 milliliters, 4 fluid ounces. Directions: shake bottle well. Spray a fine mist over pillows and linens. And then it gives an ingredient list as well. So as you can see, this product comes in a dark amber bottle. It is mostly full because it has not been used too much. The bottle itself is cylindrical in shape, but it does curve up here at where the lip would be. Let's see. Okay. So, it looks like the kind of mister or lid top component is very interesting, and to me it does not match what the height of the bottle is, which is why it's obviously curved. I think they could definitely use a different topper to be more efficient, which is very interesting. I never seen this. So there are a few rings around here that help to latch the top on, okay? And this bottle is going to be glass. Makes a really nice sound. And this product is actually made from Home and Body Company, and they are based in Huntington Beach, California. Now, how would I describe the scent of this product? I definitely get that lavender essential oil smell. I don't know if I recognize the scent of sage. I know what sage smells like, but I don't know if I'm getting that in this. To me, this smells like a really good kitchen counter spray type of smell. I feel like I have used something like this on my counters before. Regardless, it is very refreshing but also soothing, and it would definitely help me to calm and get to bed a little bit. So now I'm going to place this inside back in the bottle. We're going to twist this on. So this top component here is actually going to be made out of plastic, as you can see in here. It is a very shiny black plastic, and it comes with a sprayer on the top, but covering the sprayer is going to be this clear plastic casing, and it clicks into place, and it also clicks out of place. This helps it to stay protected during traveling, as well as just, everyday use. It makes sure that the product is not being used when you're not intending to use it. Now, the top here has this sprayer component, as we mentioned, and it has a little hole here, which is white, and in the center of that is going to be a very, very minuscule hole, and that is going to be where the product comes out, okay? What's so interesting about this specific topper is that usually they have these little press buttons, and you press down and the product comes out. But this has a cute little design, and it has an arrow. And this arrow is facing where the product comes out, which is nice so that you don't squeeze it and it goes the wrong direction, because sometimes that can happen if you are not aware where the hole where the product dispenses is. Okay. When I shook this product, a lot of suds and bubbles came to the surface. You can see that already. As you can see, when I shake it, it definitely does that as well. So let's give it a spray. And let's see how it mists. Okay. It is very calming. I really do enjoy this smell because it is not super overbearing. You definitely get the hit of lavender, but it doesn't fill the space so much where you're going to have a headache from this product. Now the mist on it, it wasn't super fine, but it also wasn't super sporadic. It was definitely more of a medium intensity and medium thickness mister. As you can see, when it does mist, it shoots out directly straight at first, and then it turns into more of a cloud of the mist. Some misters, they spread out wide immediately as you dispense the product. This is not one of those products though. I would say that this product, it fits perfectly in the palm of my hand. I do have rather small hands. I would say this is about maybe 4.5 inches tall. And the diameter of this is probably 1.5 inches. That's my guess. So you can see the bottom here is concaved a little bit. I don't know if that's the right word I'm looking for, but that's the word I'm going to use. It is a little bit swooped down in the center there, if you can see that. And on the bottom where the rims are, there are going to be little rivets. And this is going to help with friction while the product is standing out. I usually don't do a lot of tapping, but this bottle is a very tappable bottle. Okay, I have one more thing for you here, but I need to take a sip of water if you don't mind, because I'm getting a little thirsty. This is a 1/2 gallon bottle. This is not my third item, but it's very thirsty actually, turns out. Okay. So the next thing that I have for you here, and the last thing that I have for you today, is going to be not a single item. It is a single item that has multiple items as a part of it. Okay? This here is going to be a picture hanging, frame hanging set. Now, I purchased this product about probably 1.5 years ago from Target. Excuse me, my dog was getting the hiccups. It does come with these little rivets, which you can actually hang on a wall, in your laundry room, in a garage, whatever works best for you. Now, I purchased this product because I needed to hang some pretty heavy frames that are above my bed, and I wanted to do it by myself. So at Target, they had these nice gold hardware. Not that that particularly mattered, but they had all the sizes and shapes that I might need, and I found that useful. So I purchased it. Now, we have 8 different quadrants here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We have 8 quadrants here, and we're going to go through what is in each one. But let's talk about the box first. So this box is, if I had to say, it's about, well, if I compare this, let's say that this one is between 5 and 6 inches long. As for thickness, I see here, or I'm sorry, I meant width. The width of this is going to be about 2.5 to 3 inches, if I had to guess. And then the thickness itself is going to be about 1 inch. Okay, if you can see all those dimensions. Now this box is going to be made out of a hard plastic, and this is wonderful because not only can you see the products that are inside of the box, but you're able to know that it is really durable and secure, and that it is a good quality item to hold this kind of product in it. Okay, it does have hinges on the one side here, if you can see these little raised areas. And then on the front, where it does have the handles where you can hang them up, it also has a latch, and this latch is going to open up the box. Okay, so it kind of just clicks open. We are going to prop it up, and as you can see, we have the 8 quadrants. Let me bring you a little closer for this one, because I think I'm going to angle it down because I do not want these to fall out. Okay, this is better for this. So, we have the 8 quadrants right here. Okay, so as you can see, there is one long divider this way and then multiple dividers that way. If you can see here on the top that they actually have dividers that go in between each of the barriers here, and that just really makes sure that nothing is going anywhere that it shouldn't, especially when you have tiny little nails and screws like these ones. You don't want all the little containers and the little sections in here to get unorganized. Okay, so I think that was a really good call on their part, and it kind of secures everything into its spot. Now, I don't know which every single one of these is for, specifically in terms of size, weight, length, things of that nature, but I can tell you some things. So, this is what I believe is the largest size. Now, this is what I used on my frames that are in my bedroom, and I think that I only had to use this, but I just wanted to just double check and make sure that I was using the most durable and whatever was going to hold the most weight, just because I was a little bit worried as these frames were going above my bed, and you know, just in case anything happened while I was sleeping. So it comes with this, and you basically hammer the nails into these holes and into your wall, and you have to hang at least 2 or even one depending on the frame, but I had to use two. So one at one side of the wall, one at the other side of the wall where the picture is going to hang, and then it actually has these little loops, and where the picture has little things where you can hang things on. I'm sorry, I'm doing a really terrible job at describing this. When the photos have the little handles that you can attach to things that hold such things, this is one of those apparatuses that is going to hold that in place. So say this is on the wall. Okay, so you have two of these that are on the wall, and you have two little hanging loops that are on the frame, and you put one loop in here, and then the other loop will connect to this one, which is going to be over here, and then it holds your frame. So it comes in multiple different sizes. We have these right here, and these are going to be the biggest size that come in this package. These are a little larger than an inch tall. As you can see, they're a very golden color. They're not a brassy golden color, they're more of a very pure gold. Now there are some different sizes, as you can see here. So this is the next biggest size. Excuse me. And these to me seem like they are either just about an inch or a little bit less than an inch. Okay. Now there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 in this container, but in this section there are 13 of them. And then this is going to be your next smallest size. You just have to double check because they look very similar. Now these are actually going to be smaller by less than a centimeter, probably by about half of a centimeter. So there are going to be 18 of these ones, and your smallest ones are going to be right here, and they are going to be probably 1.5 centimeters, very tiny. Should not be in there. I counted about 26. Then we have these large nails. So these nails are what I used to, with the largest one right here, I used these small, the large nails. As you can see, there are a lot of these. So I will show you what they look like up close. All right. So they are very gold, and the tip of this is going to be, I'm sorry, it's hard for you to see here. The tip is going to be chiseled a little bit, so it's going to have 4 different sides. And this is what gives it a nice point, allows it to go into the drywall. And then it has this little button top. And this is what you're going to see when it is stuck into your wall, just this little button top here. And there are some divots or ridges that are on the nail. And you can see them in the light right now. And those are just at the top part, and I'm not sure why. I'm assuming maybe something with friction. There are a lot of those in here. And they feel pretty heavy and high quality. And then to use with the smaller ones, like these two, it does come with these really tiny and thin nails. And these are identical to the larger ones, but with smaller dimensions. So they're going to be less thick, they're going to be shorter as well, and they're going to have a smaller diameter. So as you can see, the button top on the larger one is a lot bigger than the button top on the smaller one. Now the smaller one is almost half the size of the bigger one. And now that I'm actually looking, it seems like this specific container also comes with many nails. And I'm assuming these are for the very, very smallest. So let me show you the 3 sizes we have. Okay, so this is the original, the largest nail. This is the second largest nail. And this is the mini nail. Let me just put them in my hand like this. It's a little hard to see, but you can see this is the second one that we just mentioned, and then there's the mini one. So that one is probably just under a centimeter. Okay, but everything about it is the same, just different dimensions. That is pretty cool because I did not notice that the first time around. I like the sound of this pile a lot. Okay, and this over here is for a different kind of picture frame. I honestly don't know how it works or which frames it is used for, but this does look very familiar to me. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, excuse me, 11, 12, I believe. But these rectangular little components that have the little divots in it. And it also has what looks like something that you would twist into something. So I'm assuming you take this screw that it comes with, and I'm assuming that you stick it in this hole and you put it into the wall, like so. I could be very wrong, I'm not really sure, but it does come with these as well. Now these are going to be, what's this shape? Almost like a diamond shape, and it's all one piece. It's connected all the way through, and it turns into a screw at the very bottom. Okay, and this is about a little over a centimeter thick, okay? And that's all that comes with this box. something that is worth sharing as well is that the back of this, I don't know if you can see it up here because this is clear. You can probably see it just a little bit. If you can see this line right here, it does have a little ruler. We have metric, so this is probably all centimeters, and then we have inches. Okay. Now, I'm not really sure how this would be useful to be on the back of this thing while you are hanging up a picture, but you never know. Okay, let me pack you up and lift you up now. Okay, everyone. Well, I just wanted to do this because I haven't done one of these videos in a long time, and one of my subscribers recently brought it back up to me, and I completely forgot about the over-explaining videos type thing. So I thought maybe this would be enjoyable. I really like the sound of all of these items. Excuse me, as the bus is, and the bus never comes down my drive here, but for some reason it did. I apologize if that was too loud, but yeah, so I really hope that you could enjoy the sounds and the over-explaining nature of everything. And if you do, please subscribe, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up. It really does help me, especially as a smaller channel. It definitely does help a lot. And hopefully one of these days I can do a video outside because it'll be nice and warm, and would probably turn out to be a really nice video. I just need to, you know, not care as much about the insects and the little creepy crawlies. So, but thank you so much, everyone. I hope you are having a lovely day, and I hope that you get a really good rest tonight, and that you are safe, happy, and healthy always. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.